A warm hello and welcome. I'm Coach Ray, your go-to for narration and conversations on topics that keep you alive and well-ish. Follow me for practical tips, expert insight, and motivational stories that help you build a better life. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to discuss the topic of holiday food scripts. If you're in the US, we just celebrated Thanksgiving. Now the whole world moves towards the end of the year, and that's filled with so many holiday celebrations. And what often accompanies these delicious holidays? Food. So much food. Normally, I read to you articles that I wrote, but today I'm going to share an article that Luisa, a very talented friend of mine, wrote. Luisa is a lifelong health and nutrition advocate. She supports folks in English and German, and with her permission, I'm going to read this article titled, "Let's Rewrite the Holiday Food Script." Like I told her, I don't think I could have written it better. I'll include the original blog post below, and I encourage everyone to check out her website, especially if you want more tips and tricks on nutrition, hormones, and living a healthier life. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in and learn how to rewrite the holiday food script. Can you believe it's already the holiday season? The other day, I read an article about prepping toddlers for the festivities. One tip that got me thinking was, teach your little ones that lots of people will offer them different foods, and it's okay to say no. That advice really hit me. Why don't we remind ourselves of this too? As adults, we often feel obligated to say yes to food we don't even want, or worse, battle guilt after saying yes to something we do want. That little voice pops up, I shouldn't eat this. Let's rewrite that script together. I want to help you approach food with curiosity, joy, and confidence this holiday season, without guilt. The more deprived we feel with food, the stronger the deprivation backlash, or what I call guilt eating. Our tight grip on food rules is hanging by a thread because it's sustained by willpower and fear. As willpower is finite, the thread inevitably breaks because we become deprived not only of energy and calories, but also of joy, emotional well-being, and connection with ourselves and others. We begin to eat foods on the bad list, and then we feel guilty and bad about ourselves, which triggers us to eat more. As they say, what we resist persists. This swing from deprivation to guilt eating feels like we're spinning out of control. We blame our lack of discipline, but this is a mistake. Losing control is a natural, inevitable response to holding a restrictive, fearful grip. It's the law of nature. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Food science shows restricting foods often leads to overindulgence and weight gain later. Giving yourself permission to eat freely reduces the likelihood of binging. Dieting disrupts hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin, making it harder to recognize when you're truly hungry or full. Dieting triggers biological adaptations that actually increase cravings for high-calorie foods, the very foods often placed off limits on a diet. To stop the extreme pendulum swings, we must stop the deprivation and permit ourselves to eat. Once we trust that the mac and cheese or fries and cake will be available at any time, the urgency to eat them diminishes. By embracing intuitive eating, you can focus on enjoying the season instead of fighting food guilt. Our relationship with food evolves through life's seasons. Here's how intuitive eating can support you, no matter your age. In your 20s and 30s, these years can feel like a whirlwind. Career, relationships, or in Luisa's case, navigating new motherhood. Diet culture tends to scream at you during this time, urging you to eat less, eat clean, or earn your food. but it's also the perfect time to start building trust with your body. Learning to honor hunger and cravings now set foundation for a healthier, happier relationship with food. In your 40s and 50s, hormonal changes during perimenopause and menopause can stir things up. More intense cravings, fluctuating hunger, and even changes in body composition. Did you know that reduced estrogen can increase cravings for comfort food? Instead of resisting these changes, intuitive eating invites you to approach your body with compassion and curiosity, honoring what it needs during this season of life. In your 60s and beyond, food often becomes more functional at this stage, fueling energy, supporting health, and keeping you active. But that doesn't mean the joy of eating disappears. Intuitive eating helps you tune into what nourishes and satisfies you, keeping food as a source of pleasure and connection, not just fuel. No matter where you are, intuitive eating is a lifelong tool to tune out the external rules and focus on what your body truly needs. We've all been there, standing by the dessert table, hearing that little voice whisper, "I shouldn't eat this." But where does that come from? Diet culture, and it's time to let it go. Here's how to reframe. Replace "I shouldn't eat this" with "Do I want this? How will it make me feel?" Remember, food is more than fuel. It's connection, culture, and joy. And to be honest, baking, eating, and sharing holiday cookies is a big part of something that brings Luise joy, especially around Christmas time. Practice mindful indulgence. Savor your favorite dishes. Enjoy them fully and stop when you're satisfied. When I let go of labeling food as good or bad, I noticed I could enjoy it without feeling out of control. The freedom that comes with rewriting this narrative is worth it. Tips for practicing intuitive eating this holiday season. Number 1, check in with hunger. Eat balanced meals before events to avoid extreme hunger that can cloud your decision making. Number 2, honor cravings. If you're craving that gingerbread cookie, go ahead. Enjoy every bite, guilt-free. Number 3, set boundaries. When relatives comment on your plate, because they will, a simple, "I'm just enjoying what feels right for me," can do wonders. Number 4, prioritize satisfaction. Focus on the foods you love most and skip the ones that don't really excite you. This holiday season, Luise and I both challenge you to notice how you talk to yourself about food. When you catch yourself thinking, "I shouldn't eat this," pause. Old thoughts. "This has too many carbs. I shouldn't eat it." New thoughts. "These carbs will give my body the energy I need. I know how to combine them." Old thoughts. "Today is my cheat day." New thoughts. "My body is working 24/7. I eat when I'm hungry and sometimes just for fun." Old thoughts. "I've eaten dessert twice this week already. I can't have more." New thoughts. "My cravings for sweets vary from day to day. Restricting myself won't help." Can you believe we're already here? Amid the whirlwind of holiday gatherings and endless to-do lists. If this resonates with you, I'd love for you to share Luise's blog post and this video so more people can learn how to rewrite their scripts around holiday foods. Thank you so much for listening to this article. If you'd like to learn more about the research that Luise shared, or to learn more about food scripts, the food police, and intrusive thoughts, check out her blog post below because all of the links are in there. You just listened to me read an article that my friend and nutrition advocate wrote titled, "Let's Rewrite the Holiday Food Script." A special thank you to Luise and to all of you for joining this conversation. Remember, it's not about reaching a destination. It's about enjoying the beautiful messiness of life and finding joy along the way. Take what you need, leave the rest, and until next time, stay well.